Live, local, late breaking. WPBF 25 News at noon starts now.
The Pfizer booster shot now eligible to more people. The FDA's authorization that allows teenagers to get that third shot.
Plus, Governor Ron DeSantis announcing his budget plan for the next fiscal year, what the plan will center around, and what areas will receive a big chunk of the money. And also today, we're teaming up with the Palm Beach County and the Treasure Coast Food Banks. It's an entire day of giving. Thank you for joining us. Good afternoon. I'm Mark Kelly.
And I'm Tiffany Kenny. Thank you for joining us here at noon. Donations tend to pour in for Thanksgiving. We know that, but then they start to fall off in December, which is why donations this time of year are so critical. Volunteers from both food banks are standing by right now to take your calls.
Breaking coronavirus news. The Food and Drug Administration has authorized Pfizer booster shots for 16 and 17-year-olds amid the Omicron threat. Now, in the U.S., the Pfizer vaccine is the only option for children and teenagers. The extra shot would be given starting 6 months after a child completed their 2-dose series of shots. Now, there is one more hurdle, however, to clear before teens can get the booster. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention still has to sign off on it.
The World Health Organization says the new variant has now been reported in nearly 60 countries. In the U.S., at least 21 states have confirmed cases of the Omicron strain, including here in Florida with one in St. Lucie County, also one in Tampa. Now, while health officials track the spread of Omicron, they warn that Delta is also still very much a threat. The CDC says that Delta variant continues to account for 99% of cases here in the U.S.
Despite the new concerns about COVID variants, the number of Americans applying for unemployment benefits fell to the lowest level we have seen in 52 years. In fact, according to the Department of Labor, unemployment claims dropped by 43,000 to 184,000 last week. It's the lowest since September of 1968. The 4-week average fell below 219,000 as well. Now, for our state, we saw an increase in weekly claims from week to week. The state posted 5,800 new jobless claims last week. Keep in mind that is up nearly 1,800 from the week prior.
New at noon, Governor Ron DeSantis introducing his Freedom First budget proposal for the upcoming fiscal year, which sits at nearly $100 billion. This new proposal includes bonuses and signing bonuses for law enforcement. Teachers and principals would also get a $1,000 bonus plus $50 million more in pay. Nearly $1 billion would go to the Everglades restoration, including $35 million allocated to combat blue-green algae and red tide. The budget would also include $1 billion in gas price relief for Floridians due to inflation. And today there is a chance to get hired into law enforcement right here in South Florida.
Yeah, Josie Carbonari, she's at a criminal justice job fair underway right now in Lake Worth. And you still have some time. The Criminal Justice Job Fair at Palm Beach State College in Lake Worth goes until 2 this afternoon. Those interested can head to the Public Safety Conference Center there on the campus. You do have to register. You can do that either online or just once you get there to the college.
In just a few hours, the Palm Beach County School District Advisory Panel will be discussing redistricting efforts in Boca Raton, all for a new elementary school. Suji Nam talked with Boca City leaders about how some residents are not happy with the rezoning, while the school district is tackling overcrowding.
And just last night, the Palm Beach County School Board agreed to redraw its districts and create their first Hispanic majority seat. The new map for District 2, which you're seeing right there shaded in yellow, will now represent 212,000 people, roughly 52% of them Hispanic. That covers parts of West Palm Beach, Green Acres, as well as Palm Springs. Now, it comes just a day after the Palm Beach County Commission created its own Hispanic majority district for the very first time for District 3.
The fourth and final accuser in the Ghislaine Maxwell sex trafficking trial was expected to take the stand today, but the trial abruptly wrapped for the day a short time ago, and that's because an attorney is sick. One witness was called this morning to the stand, a senior paralegal at FedEx, and the purpose of this witness was to talk about invoices associated with the account of Jeffrey Epstein. Maxwell has pleaded not guilty to sex trafficking and other charges for allegedly recruiting and grooming teenage girls for Epstein. The judge does plan to resume the trial tomorrow. And in honor for the late Bob Dole, the ceremony underway at the U.S. Capitol right now for this American hero.
And remember our Day of Giving phone bank, it is going, it is underway as we speak. You're looking at live pictures right now, folks answering those calls. Now you could call either the Treasure Coast Food Bank, make that donation, see the number at the bottom of the screen there, or the Palm Beach County phone bank, or hey, why not? Let's just donate to both of them. Just call the numbers on the screen right there. This is going on all throughout the afternoon as well. I'm Mark Kelly with Tiffany Kenny and First Warning meteorologist Chris Martinez. You're watching WPBF 25 News at noon. One person is dead and another is injured following a shooting in West Palm Beach. Police telling us they received a call for shots fired around 9:30 on Grant Street last night. Now, one person was found dead from gunshot wounds. They say the other victim was found 2 blocks away on Adams Street. So investigators originally thought there were 2 separate shootings. The second victim is in the hospital and is expected to be okay.
The Coast Guard has unloaded nearly $150 million worth of illegal drugs in Miami. The Coast Guard receiving the drugs from 3 different seizures. 9 suspected drug smugglers from the Dominican Republic and Colombia were arrested. 1,200 pounds of cocaine was confiscated. We'll be right back. Happening right now, WPBF 25's Day of Giving. We are teaming up with the Palm Beach County and Treasure Coast food banks to help raise money and food for those who need it.
And these volunteers, they're taking your calls right now. As you look how friendly they are. They've been waiting all morning, all 6
hey
of them right there. Now, if you live in Palm Beach County, here's the number, 888-403-1104 to make that donation. If you're on our Treasure Coast, the number is 772-905-5191. There is a tremendous need for food in our communities right now. So the Palm Beach County Food Bank collects donations year-round, of course, but they really say, live around when the holidays come around is when they really, really need folks to show up.
Yeah, and it's all to make sure that families who need an extra helping hand in the community are prepared to properly celebrate the holidays.
Filled up those cars there. So that particular drive was connected to their backpack program and make sure that students have meals, have snacks once the school district is out on their break.
Yeah, and sometimes these breaks are so long, it could be a 2-week break at Christmas. So we need to make sure that everybody has the food they need. And it's something they do to make sure that even while kids aren't at school, they are getting those well-balanced meals. Chris,
thank you so much. This afternoon, former U.S. Senator and war veteran Bob Dole lying in state at the U.S. Capitol Rotunda. Here is a live look from inside the Capitol. Dozens of lawmakers, friends, and even the president speaking today about Dole's impact on our country. Now, the viewing is not open to the public this afternoon due to the pandemic. Dole died in his sleep at his home in Washington Sunday. He was 98 years old.
Rapper Travis Scott is opening up about the Astroworld tragedy that killed 10 people. In his first in-depth interview since the incident, Scott denied initially knowing that concert goers had been hurt. He said he didn't know the exact details until minutes before a post-show news conference. Scott was on stage when the crowd surge happened, and he's been criticized for continuing to perform. More than 140 lawsuits have been filed since the tragedy. Now here's a look at what's coming up on WPBF 25. General Hospitals at 2, followed by Dr. Oz at 3. Ellen is on at 4. I'm Tiffany Kenny with Mark Kelly and First Warning meteorologist Chris Martinez. You're watching WPBF 25 News at noon. Talking about it all morning. This is just the show how important it is in our community because we are teaming up with the Palm Beach County and the Treasure Coast food banks for a Day of Giving here at WPBF 25.
Our virtual phone bank is open. It's ready for our WPBF 25 Day of Giving. You're looking at all these volunteers right here from the 2 different food banks. They are ready and waiting to take your calls, and they're very friendly on the other end.
I know. I love when they wave back to
us. They have been since 6 a.m. So you can do this donation by calling, texting, or just going online for the Palm Beach County Food Bank. The number is 888-403-1104, or you can text PBC Food Bank to 91999, or just go to their website. Now, the Treasure Coast Food Bank at 772-905-5191, or you could text them at TCFB Giving to 21000, or also go to their website.
Here's a look at some of the stories we're working on for WPBF 25 News at 5. New technology in the works to help cut down on drunk drivers, and it fits right onto your steering wheel.
Plus, this story as well at 5. The supply chain issue finally starting to ease, but there are 2 things that are still causing problems. Chris?
All right, as you take a look at the forecast, looks good today. Warm, 84. Weak front running through, and we'll stay nice and quiet as we head into the weekend.
All right, Chris, thank you so much, and thank you for watching WPBF 25 News at noon.
Have a great day, everyone.